going on? This is Alan Brown, aka Bully the Kid, and this is the 50th Bass Hang Stream. Thank y'all for joining. Welcome in to those that are here for the first time. Um, Off the top, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. If you're watching these bass hangs, obviously you have your notification turned on. But if you do not, go ahead and set those notifications to all because I have videos coming out all the time throughout the week. And you want to be on the list to actually know when the video is dropping because you never know what little goodies I'm going to drop for foreshadowing videos. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and get into one of those foreshadowing things now. This is a Seafoam and Gold Allen Eden Disciple 5. This is the next on deck to get upgraded. And I already have the equipment that I'm going to put in it. I'm just trying to decide which way I want to go about getting this done first. Do I want to swap the pickups first or do I want to swap the preamp? I put out a poll, or I asked a question saying which one, should I go ahead and swap first? Is so that I could make the best or make the most out of whatever I got to do. And most people told me that I should go ahead and swap out the preamp first. So possibly, I think I might go ahead and do that. But before we get into actually talking about that and all that good stuff, I do want to ask the question that I always ask every single stream. Wherever you're watching this, where are you watching this from? I like to know where everybody is actually peeping this across the US or abroad. I've had answers Australia, the UK, Ireland, Dubai, Hawaii, Alaska. Domestic stuff is pretty normal, so I don't really give much shine to that, but it's cool because I've never been across the water, so I don't even really know what that's all about. But I do want to know where you're watching this from. You know what I'm saying? We have the usual suspects in here saying what's up, dropping in. I normally do this around 6 to 7. So, we got the homies that always drop in and say what's up. One of which is my man, Proper. What's happening, bro? Appreciate you dropping in. All right. We got Lamar Jones out of Bowie, Maryland. Dope. Andrew Pounds, usual suspect. ATL, dope. Jay Taylor, welcome. Seattle, I could dig it. Anderson, is that Pacheco? I want to say Pacheco. Orlando, Florida, dope. Appreciate it. Melvin Smith dropping in, saying watching it from Wilkinson, Pennsylvania. Or Wilkinsburg, Pennsylvania, rather. All right, I can dig it. So thank y'all for dropping in, saying what's up. What else? What else? Okay, so we talked about the Allen Eden. That's the next on deck. I have two unboxings that I actually need to record. Those two bases are actually sitting in my closet. I'm looking at them right now. And I do need to go ahead and run through a few of the pedals that I have to give them actual shine, because I think I might start actually using those in place of my speakers that I have here, just in case I have to travel or something like that. I feel like it may be a little bit easier for me to get in and out, still record, do what I got to do, and still get quality sound out of them. So I think I might be doing some pedal demos and stuff like that. So we'll have to see. I have to get a second angle on that. So with that, I have to get another tripod so that I can make everything pretty seamless to do the picture-in-picture type stuff. But yeah, so pedals is one avenue that's going to be coming up pretty soon. I'm pretty sure maybe this month, probably maybe next month, because I don't have anything on the radar I like talking about for next month. And it is Christmas time, so pedals are always a great gift. What pedals do you need? What pedals do you want? Which ones would I suggest? That type of thing. And I actually think that I'm actually going to pick up maybe one or two pedals coming up here pretty soon, just so I can have them in my arsenal, maybe build a pedal board. play around with some stuff, show you that. Different sounds, different ways if you invert them, see how they change the sound type stuff. And yeah, there's that. But okay, let's get back to the actual people that are dropping in. I'm in PA2 for sure, for sure. All right, what's happening? Appreciate you being here. I got it right, dope. Pacheco. Hopefully that's the right one. Pacheco. Thank you. Please. Thank you, Lamar. If you're watching this, please hit the like button for me. Helps me out with YouTube. Uh, if you're watching, comment, say what's up. Because I like talking to you. And you know what I'm saying? If we here, might as well chop it up. You know what I'm saying? And subscribe. I think I'm closing in on 30,000 pretty soon. I think I'm maybe 1,000 away from 30,000, I think. So that's dope. That's the next stepping stone. You get to 30, then you shooting at 50. Once you get to 50, then you're like, okay, 100. And then comes the YouTube button. You know where I'm going to put it? I'm going to put it right there. YouTube button. I need it to be seen. That's all I want. Just the YouTube button. Just the 100,000 subscribers. Boom. So if you haven't, share my stuff. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. I really want to get that YouTube button. Thank y'all for all the help that y'all giving me and stuff like that. I got some more stuff to thank y'all for in a little bit, but we'll get to that whenever that time comes. Let's see. Kelvin hollering at me from Virginia. Dope. Dark glass. The dark glass pedal. Okay. That actually wouldn't be bad. That'll add a different little situation to the arsenal. So, okay. Melvin Lee Davis Nux pedal. Okay. I know it's not really what you're talking about right now, but what's up with your SX Jazz bass in the back there? What kind of mods have you done to it? This is a loaded question proper because I have multiple SX basses back there. I don't know which one you're actually talking about. So give me a color. And I'll pull it out and then say what's up. I think for sure I have at least 3 back there. So I got Frenchie, which is basically an SX build. And then I have my Ash and Maple Neck Perloid inlay SX bass. And then I got Avril Lavigne over there, which is a PJ situation with a rosewood neck now gold hardware. So let me know which one you're actually talking about. I got the Harley Benton. Okay. Benton PJ HTR5. Okay. Pretty excited. Ordered it yesterday. Hopefully it's great. I hope it's great too. There's a high probability it's going to be dope because every Harley Benton bass that I've got so far has been A1. So hopefully it's dope as well. The transparent blue one. Oh, okay. The OG. This is an OG. This is an OG to the channel. Let's go ahead and bring this bad boy out and say what's up. Yeah. OG. Okay. So, okay, quick. These have the fatty pole pieces on them with an Audaire preamp. I think this preamp cost me $84. It's volume blend, high mid, low mid, treble bass. The battery goes inside the compartment. There's nothing on the back. Is it scratch on the back? Oh no. I haven't been taking care of you. Oh, my baby. No. Anyway, yeah, so oh, it's scratched. Look at all this. Oh, I haven't been taking care of you. I gotta get some compound. I'll fix it. But yeah, this is an OG baby. This Yeah. So those are the mods that I've done. I've got Black Beauties on this currently. Right now, I think it's pretty much good to go. I think I have to look at some of the solder points, or maybe it has like a shielding issue. I think that's what the case is. So if y'all bear with me, I'll plug it in. Hopefully it doesn't pop. And we'll see where we're at. Hopefully. Okay. Hopefully. Oh, still got some battery. Okay. Then let's see here. Take these effects off. See if we can. Is there any battery? Oh, I don't have it plugged in. Duh. Hold on. Let's go here. Keep that there. Oh. Yeah. And yeah, I need to work on the shielding for it. Yeah, there's some issues here. Let me take you down so I know. As I touch it, you hear it? So I need to put some copper shielding down and make sure everything is straight. But uh, so yeah, it's pretty much ready to go. I did buy some shielding tape, and I just haven't opened it up, re-shielded everything, and make sure everything is jiving with each other. So that's what I have to do for that. Ugh. There we go. So that's the mods that I have for this base. Let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. Where did I leave off? I left off there. I feel like Dark Glass VMT would be a good place for you to dip your toes in the realm. Okay. Maybe something I have to look into. Reach out to them. Let's see. SX was the best kept secret for low cost bases. They were. And then they slowly but surely started to, they were around the Harley Benton price range forever. And then they caught fire for whatever reason. And that 99 129 price point for a good solid 4-string ash body maple neck ended up going to like 149, and then the next year it'd be 169, and now I think it's sitting at like 199, from 169 to 199 for the premium woods or whatever for it. And the quality of the base hasn't grown with the price point. So is it a good base for the price? Yes. Would I have paid that 4 years ago? Probably not. I wouldn't have done it, even if it is $60 more. But who am I? I didn't know anything about it until Max Proud told me about the actual company. So that's me making the decisions that I had and then telling you after I've already made those decisions where I am now. So as far as quality goes, SX bases and Harley Benton are very neck and neck. I edge it out to Harley Benton because they're still cheaper as far as me spending my bread. So, but yeah, SX bases 4 years ago, especially 5 years ago, when I bought this base right here for $99. and it's stuck around, and it's been good. It's alder body. At the time, it was a fretless rosewood neck situation, and it's very solid. But I wasn't using it very much, so I just put another. I bought a different neck, put that bad boy on there. I think I bought the neck for $39, and it fit the pocket straight up. So I was just like swap, and yeah, just kept it on there. So let's see. That Harley Benton multi-scale looks interesting. Kind of the same base as the Red Sub Coliseum. Yeah, it does. Yep. Okay. SX the best kept secret for low cost base before Harley Benton. Okay. John Seidel. What's up, Bully? How do you like your boom bass cabinet after all this time? I'm considering one. There isn't much about them out there. I should probably make another video because I made a video maybe 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Yeah, it's time for an update. It's time for an update where I walk you through the whole thing. And I've had my tank for 4 years. It's never failed me. Only thing that I've swapped out on it were tweeters because I do slap stuff and I do slap stuff exceedingly. So I've had to swap tweeters on it maybe twice or so. And then from there, I learned, hey, just dial it back. Just go ahead and just center it up. You don't have to go to +5 on the slap tone. You don't need that. You just get the sound that you're looking for comes from EQing, not necessarily the cabinet. So I learned late, but after I spent like $30 on tweeters from Amazon. So right now I still have it's a pile tweeter that's in there. I think it cost me $10, and I got like two more in there just in case that one blows because I learned my lesson. So I like the cabinet, especially as an extension cabinet. If I did not have the rumble, that would be my main cabinet, like out the gate, because it's small, it's compact, it's powerful, and it'll take any bass head that you have to throw at it. With the caveat, the Aguilar tone hammer does not sound the best through that cabinet. So there is that. Like I think the Aguilar does things that that cabinet inherently just doesn't like as far as frequency response. So it doesn't sound the best. It sounds good. Sounds okay. It just don't hit the same for what I feel. That's my opinion though. So, take that for what it's worth. Victor, what's going on? The whole thing looks so slick. I appreciate that, man. Those pole pieces, though. All right, so here's the little ditty on the pickups. I actually got those pickups off of eBay. Those pickups cost me $30, and they're from is it Aztec pickups? I think just the look of it was the drawing factor because I wanted the base mods fatty fours, like those big pole pieces on each string doing a thing. I wanted that look, but I didn't want to pay $190 for it. So I just I took a risk. I've wasted $30 on less. You know what I'm saying? So I bought them, came out good. Then I bought them again, and the P version, the P flavor, put those in a Donner base that I no longer have, and those came out dope. So I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and just run it in there, see what happens. And I put them in. Like I originally had some Fender Mod Shop noiseless Sumerian pickups in there, and then like I think like one of the wires was not put on there very well, or I've swapped them from base to base, and I messed up those wires as far as that soldering point goes. So anyway, I put those eBay pickups in there, and it did the job. So I was like, okay, cool. I didn't have to hot rod them. I didn't have to do nothing, no extra anything. It just did the thing. So I was like, all right, cool. So I left them there, and that's pretty much how it's been sitting for about 2.5 years now. 2 years now. Let's see. I remember people hating on those headstocks when they made them look like that. I don't really mind it. I don't really care either. I like those headstocks. It's the ones that have like the teardrop, like the bald eagle beak thing that I don't particularly care for that. I like the paddle one. That's cool. But when it starts to go like it's like it's a dip over here. Like this is the headstock there, and then it like comes in and then it just like hangs over. I don't like that. That's a waste of wood, and it doesn't look that good. So that's just my personal opinion, though. Let's see. I don't even know. Sort of, I guess, sort of like my glare after shielding. Need to look I to the bridge wire. I need to look at the bridge wire. Maybe is what you're trying to say. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Bro, I have a question for you. New Squire when you get a chance. Okay. Cool. A smidgen earlier today. It don't matter. I made it. Cool. I originally wanted to do it around 6, just to be because my kids got to go to sleep at around 8. So I can't be on here for like 2 hours and I start at 7. They freaking out up there. They tearing up the living room and stuff. So if I go at 6, then I could be here at 7. I already gave the oldest one a bath. He's good to go. Youngest one, I'm gonna dunk him in the water. And then he's gonna be okay. So this is all just a, ease of them going to sleep. That's all this is for me. So yeah, let's see. Sounds like my glare after shielding. Need to look into that bridge wire. Okay, that's what I thought you said. Sergio, what's happening? Appreciate you dropping in. Let's see. Got a 285 string neck through bass sitting in my Amazon cart. Thing screams Fishman Fluence pickups. Okay, pretty cool. That's not a bad brand. I think Lobster had something to say about the preamp, Fishman Fluence preamps. I think like they don't come hooked up at all, and you gotta read directions and make sure everything is where it's supposed to be. So if the pickups, I don't know anything about Fishman Fluence pickups or Fishman the brand at all, other than what I've heard on the internet. So I can't speak on it, but dope. What brand is it? That's 280 and it's a 5 string. Let's see. What would be a good pickup upgrade for the new Affinity Jazz without doing too much for a bass at that price range? Okay. So, two questions. Is this a jazz bass? Is this a PJ bass? Okay. If you're talking about a pickup upgrade without doing too much, there's multiple ways you can look at this. Without doing too much, messing with solder points from where they're actually from the factory landed. You can cut the wire in the middle, strip both back, and then solder the wires together. You can do that. That would be not messing with the pot and then like possibly overheating the pot and making it saturate before it's supposed to, and then it doesn't have good life. If you want to do that, that's one way to look at it. But you're talking about what's a good pickup upgrade for the new Affinity Jazz without doing too much. So I need to know first off, what bass is it? Because there's like 3 of them. There's 3 flavors of this bad boy. They got the Music Man joint that came out. They got the PJ joint that's there, and then they got the Jazz joint. So let's just cover the bases, right? So if you have the Music Man joint, Aguilar AG4M, I have that in my Sterling that's back there. Yes, number one off out the gate, that. That's going to be extreme pristine sound, straight up, followed by the Seymour Duncan. That's just my personal opinion. This is my opinion. You can throw Delano in there too. But for me, Aguilar, if there's a Music Man thing I'm trying to do, This Aggie pickup does it for me straight up. Straight up. No preamp, just Aggie pickup, passive tone. Yes. Uh if you're doing PJ, I would look at MG. EMG's got some good stuff popping off. Most of it is solderless, so you won't have to whip out a soldering station or know how to do that. You can just kind of plug and play, read the directions. Very good choice. Also, EMG has the humbucker situation if you're still on that tip. And for jazz and PJ and Music Man, EMG runs that. Uh, if you go PJ with Aguilar, it's going to be a little bit more expensive. If you go jazz pickups with Aguilar, it's going to be a little bit more expensive. If you have jazz pickups, I would definitely recommend Seymour Duncan quarter pounders, the SPB3 type situation. I would recommend that. Check that out. I would also recommend Delano and DiMarzio. None of these companies pay me, by the way. I'm just giving you my opinion. Just giving you my opinion. Not that, you know what I'm saying, you asked for it, so I'm giving you all those things. So mark this time, 26:44 in the broadcast, and you can go back and then go and do your YouTube dive to hear all those different things. But I think bang for the buck, you probably should go if you have the Music Man flavor of the Affinity series, Aguilar, it's like $100. Seymour Duncan's about $100 too. If you have a jazz bass and you want to do quarter pounders, I definitely say if you have a jazz bass Affinity, I would definitely suggest the Seymour Duncan quarter pounders. If you have a PJ situation, gets a little bit more dicey, but you can check out the quarter pounder set, maybe some Geezer Butlers or something like that from EMG. Those will do nice, but then you get into upper dollar range. So, just depends on what bass you got. Would you ever gig with your Fender Studio 800? That's all I gig with. If I'm going to play anywhere, that's what I'm pulling out. Now, it depends on how big the church is whether or not I pull out the boom bass cabinets as well. But if I'm going to a church, that weighs maybe 42, 43 pounds, and it's maybe 500 watts straight up out the gate. It has 100 presets. That's what I use. I got this cabinet here for like smaller coffee shops where I can't bring out the big boy to stomp people out. They may be too much. And also, I kind of wanted to know what it was about. I've seen it for a while. Then I kind of like the design of the Hartke cab. So I kind of picked it up just so I can have it, just so I can know, just in case the boom bass cabinets plap out on me, I have something I can go to as a replacement and stuff. And it sounds really good on the kit. Like it handles all those sounds very well. And one day I'm gonna do a demo of how this sounds, how that cabinet produces with the Trace Elliott Elf in my Roland 17 KVX drum set. That was another drawing factor. Because I heard and seen that setup out and about. I was like, yo, that sounds nice. So, man, just hit the slap lessons on bass buzz. I just hit the slap lessons on bass buzz. I just don't have it. It comes with time. Just got to keep practicing, keep on pressing through. All right, EBS Raymar 750 or Mesa Boogie WDORTT. I'm gonna say Raymar 750. I haven't played a Mesa Boogie that I really like, but that's just my personal opinion. I got a bot in here. That is crazy. That is crazy. My mom watches this, so I'm not gonna put that stuff on here. But the fact that I got a bot in here means I'm doing something, which is dope. I I just put $15 Music Man style pickups in my Glare GP. They don't disappoint. Interesting. That's an interesting statement. This is specifically to you since I have you on the screen. Do you have a sound clip of what this sounds like? If you do, link it in the comments and I'll go check it out because I'm interested in seeing what that actually sounds like. Because I have a bass that I don't have anything to do. Like I don't know. Like I got two uh, glary P basses, and the original joint I want to do something with, but it sounds cool exactly how it is, so I haven't messed with it yet. So, NorCal, what's going on? Let's see. The new Affinity Squire Maple Neck. Have you tested it? I have not yet. Quarter pounders are never a bad choice. Thank you, Proper. Appreciate you being on my side. You know what I'm saying? Would love to send my check to you just to see if you rock it out. Sound good? I'm cool with that. If you want to, for sure. Hit me. You got my Instagram, so if you do want to send it to me, I'll send you my address. And sure, I love to test it. I haven't really never played a Schecter on this channel, so that'd be cool. Lobster threw them into a solar base. Yes, the wiring requires some attention as they offer lots of options. It's great review, stock in a Trayer pickups. Okay. Yeah, I figured that Lobster had already tackled it. We talked about it before he actually filmed the video, and he liked how they sounded. I don't know if he still has that bass. I feel like he might have sold it. I don't know though. But he's a freaking shop. So he rotates 50 basses. You know, the only ones that he really loves are, if you look at his videos, the ones that he really loves are on his wall, and they're also on his side rack by his table. So if you can go through looking at those, that's where his heart's at. And then the rest are just kind of in the background to his left or whatever. But the ones that he loves, they're they're right there and on his back wall. And I also need to talk to him because he has my BTK5. And if I ain't seen it not one time in the ones he loves, okay. But also, if he loves it, he may not give it back to me. And that's a problem. So if you're Lobster, if you're watching this, don't listen to what I just said. All right, let's see. Squire Affinity Series Jazz Bass Charcoal Frost Metallic, very specific, with a Laurel fingerboard. Great. Jazz bass. Okay. Quarter pounders. That's what I'm going to suggest to you. Quarter pounders. Maybe $120, $115 or so. Epic Custom Shop. Pickups are great value. Check them out hand wound. Okay. I don't know if I trust that because you can't guarantee a sound. But that's cool. It's a cool idea. What is a giggable head and cab for under 550 bucks? That's a hard thing to answer because gigging depends on venue. That's number one. And 550 bucks, you're really limiting yourself as far as wattage, what you can get out of it. So DFG, you do this to me on the regular, and I appreciate you for it. So I've been doing some research, and I'm going to give you what I think you should probably check out. As I pull up a second screen so that I may do this appropriately. Mm. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, 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 yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I don't want to use this site. I want to use, let's use, I do want to say that these companies are not paying me for this type of promo. I'm only showing you if I were looking with these stipulations, this is what I would do. Okay, let's go. Now, share, share screen. Here we go. Here we are. Boom. So, do I like that look? I like that look. Can I move this? I want to move you. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I really wish I could. Oh, can I move you? No, I can't move you. I hate this setup. I don't like it here. Anyway, let's go and check it out. Let's go with face heads. Okay, 200 watts. Okay, let's go ahead and organize this from low to high. So the budget is 550, right? So if we mm, that's not bad. I've had this, I've had this. I have not had this, but I did have this one. Not that one. This one. I've had this one. So, gigging out. Mm, sheesh. That is a well. That's 100 watts though. I don't know. That's an option. Go back. This is an option. This is a complete setup for 400 bucks. That fits your thing. Is two tens, okay, and 100 watt solid state amp. Okay, so that'll fit your whole thing. That's one thing that you can do. I'm not very privy to Ampeg sound at this moment in my bass journey. So that's not exactly my jam. But this will solve that problem. You can take this little micro stack and you can do your thing with these little two tens here. That'll work for 400 bucks. Cool. What I want to suggest is you check out, let's just build it up. Let's go cheapest, just so you can save some bread. Let's go. That's 200 watts. Let's go back. That's very simple though. Let's go here. This is 500 watts. Okay, this is about half the budget spun up. I think you got 300 left. Okay, let's add that to cart. And then it's out of stock. That's fine. Cool. Is it there? It's in there. All right, cool. Let's go back. Let's get out of here. And then let's go base cabs. Okay, so would you say 550, 550? That was 279. So you really don't have much you can rock with right now if you're doing separate, not doing combo. So let's go here. We only really got three options. Bam. 2/8 at 200. Let's add you. Okay. I wouldn't suggest that one. This is looking pretty good. That's looking pretty good. So let's go here. Let's go with this one. Add the cart 2/8 at 200. Okay. This is 500 watts. This is probably at 8 ohms. So you cut that in half. That'll push it around. That's a good setup right there. That's a good setup right there. You don't have a ceiling. And I'm assuming on this one that it's 8 ohms. It is 200 watts at 8 ohms. So if it's 200 watts at 8 ohms, that means effectively it cuts the wattage of the head in half. Now, if you have two of those bad boys and you run them in if you run them in parallel, that'll send it to 4 ohms, which will get the most out of the amplifier wattage that you can actually produce. So if you have two of these, so basically 4/8, which is 400 watts on a bass cab, then you can get the full 500 watts out of your bass head, which is effectively overdriving what your subs can do. But chances are you're not going to be over maxing them bad boys anyway, right? So with that being said, yeah, this is 8 ohms. This is what it's producing. So 8 ohms. I feel like that's a pretty good setup. This is going to be 500 watts, greatest conditions at 4 ohms. Cut that in half. That's 250. And then you come in through this 200 watt bass cabinet. So you're overpowering still, but you're getting the most out of these speakers. So that's what I would suggest. Bare bones, and you still have, $70 to buy strings with off top. Sheesh. Yeah. That's what I would suggest. Hopefully I answered your question. Hopefully you're good with that. And I gave you an example. Let's see. No sound clip right now, but I bet you can do worse with $15 on Amazon. It's very true. Very, very true, sir. Very true. Quarters got it. Thanks. With the Jazz, I got the TC Electronic 250 amp head with tone print. Saw your review on it. I dig it so far. Only headphones for now. Need cap suggestion now. I suggest the TC Electronic BC208. It's $200. Irony. Let's see. If you bought a used bass head, what would you do to run it through? What would you do to run through it to make sure it's all good or not? Oh, if I bought a used bass head, what would I do to make sure it's all good or not? First thing is I turn the master volume all the way up and then turn each knob to see if there's crackling sounds there. If there is crackling sounds, it could go away. It could just be trash that's there, like dust or whatever. So you keep on turning those, see if those go away over time. If they don't, then that could be something wrong with the potentiometer there. I turn the master very low and I turn the gain all the way up and I play through, which is going to saturate the tone. So if it's distorting out of the speakers, that's going to be a telltale sign. So I'll turn the master down, turn the gain all the way up, master at like 1, and then the gain at like 8. So it's going to be a saturated tone. Very Red Hot Chili Pepper type situation, but not the slap type or Rush type deal. And then go through bass, mid, treble, any of those buttons that are there, like, bright, contour, whatever is there, and see if all of those work. And then turn the unplug the speaker output, turn the master up, turn the gain all the way up, plug in my bass. It's not outputting to anything, and just play it. Just play, 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 and then smell the back. If anything is smelling like Band-Aids and it's not a tube amp, if it doesn't smell like Band-Aids and it's not a tube amp, you good. Also, check the sides, check the corners to see if it's been bashed up against stuff. That's a good telltale sign to where if things have been shaken about. and such without you actually popping the top on the actual amp. Let's see. I'm not a big fan of Ampeg. I'm not either. I mean, I don't have nothing bad to say about them. I just don't have anything good to say about them. Is that weird? I feel like I feel like that's I feel like that's fair. You know, I'm not gonna say nothing negative because I have nothing negative to say. The SVT Pro or SVT 9 is a solid amp. It's in a lot of classic songs, like top songs. It's just not my jam. I just don't like it. Like it's not my. It wouldn't be my go-to. I'll take. This is what's crazy. What I'm about to say doesn't make any sense. I would take an acoustic amp over an Ampeg amp. Makes no sense. I get it. I'll take a Trace Elliott amp over an Ampeg amp. They've never done nothing negative to me. I've never had any bad situation with them. It's just not my jam. Me personally, I've never. Mm, mm, let's see. Micro VR is better investment over the micro CL, but the CL is good for practice. Okay. Let's see. I don't know if it's the same for 5 strings, but the V3s only have a 4 screw bridge. So if you want to swap out the bridge, you have to drill new holes. It's probably not the same for 5 strings. I'm pretty sure they use the vintage V7 bridge setup. Then that's a 5 screw system. Kind of reminiscent of Fender, but not quite. Because everybody, proprietary. You can't get sued. You know what I'm saying? So actually, I think you just answered my question with the TC cab. Will that work with the 250 watt? Yes, it will work because that's rated at 4 ohms, and you'll get effectively half of that wattage at 8 ohms. So if it's a 250 head at 8 ohms, you're probably going to get uh, max power 135 watts out of it, which isn't bad. It's just, yeah. So while we're here, let's further expound on the subject of wattage. So I'm an engineer, electrical by trade, and I had to learn Ohm's law because electrical engineering. Ohm's law is basically the baby steps of you becoming an engineer. Like you got to go through basic circuits, and Ohm's law is a thing, right? So I think it's like E equals IR. So voltage equals amperage over resistance. That only matters whenever you start to talk about speakers and components and how outputs affect where you're splitting things off to speakers. So most cabinets that you see, most bass cabinets that are out there just by themselves are usually 8 ohms. Why? Because you have the opportunity for more versatility. You can take 2 of those cabinets, run them in parallel, effectively cut half of the power or cut half of the ohmage, and that's not the right words, but I'm trying to simplify. You cut half of the ohmage, and what the amplifier sees is 4 ohms because it's both of those cabs together ran out to the output, right? So if you don't have both of those cabs running to the bass head to get the max wattage, then you only have half of what you can do because you only have one cab. So the bass amp is usually set for 4 ohms. And then you have an 8 ohm cab, that's half of it, right? So when you're trying to match up stuff so that you don't overdrive it, it's kind of like you won't have it all the way at 10 all the time. You won't. So you can have one that's kind of off. People use this a lot with car audio and stuff like that. So in the car audio world, another passion of mine that I haven't really delved at on this channel. It's on my other channel, Everyday Bully. They'll take an amplifier that's rated for 1 ohm, And then they have multiple speakers that they run in parallel and series to equal 1 ohm at the amplifier, or closer to what that amp can handle, whether it's 2 ohm stable, 4 ohm stable, or 1 ohm stable. For subs, most of the time you're shooting for a 1 ohm stable or a half ohm stable, depending on how big your system is, how you knocking. But that's neither here nor there. So why would you want to add more speakers and for the same wattage of speakers that you have? It's because of how the speakers react. They throw more it's not more sound, but they throw more waves the more speakers you have using surface area. They move more air. That's better. It's a better term. They move more air. So if you have 500 watts going through a 4 ohm 410 cabinet, and that's a full 500 watts, that may sound less powerful. It's probably going to sound less powerful than you having two 8 ohm cabinets, two 410 8 ohm cabinets with the same 500 watts. Why? Because the more surface area of the speaker cone is moving more air back and forth. So it feels more powerful. It fills the room easier. Each one of those drivers have to work less because the power is dissipated between multiple speakers. So whenever you go to a rock concert, there's a high probability that you're going to see like 8, 10 cabs, 4, 12 cabs. And then those are going to be mic'd and then sent out to the PA. But you're going to see that just for the monitoring on stage because they're moving that air. That's a call and response. If I hit this E note, I need to know that note is coming through clear. That's why you see that. Real quick into that world. Hopefully y'all caught that. Hopefully I didn't go too deep. Let's see. If I were in the market for an amp CAD today and money is an object, TC Electronic. Still looking at the page that I set up. If you got gigs that's going to pay this off very quickly, if you're going to get your money back, yes. But if you want something that's going to pay dividends over time and you're still going to have a quality project, I would actually tell you, check out Fender Rumble. I've had this for 4 years. And I've beat it up. It's beat my car up. I've played stadium gigs. I've played vodka bars. I've played Kane's Ballroom in Tulsa. I've played Vanguard. I played the Yeti, Inner Circle. Hell, I played outside in the amphitheater. I played on the river. Like I've played just this. Me sitting down there, plug in, let's get it. It has never failed me. If it's a bigger venue like Mayfest, I'll have the whole setup. Just me, not plugged into a PA system. Me, by myself, alone. I'd actually tell you to check that out. Not that one. This one is like $1,000 now, but the Fender Rumble 500, I think it's probably like $500, $600, which is only $150 more than what this setup is. And it gives you the ability to add a second cab later to get that full. Yeah, that's where I would go first. Yeah. I feel like a lot of education has happened. Man, you get it. Red Hot Chili Peppers non-slap is the best tone. There's a few songs where I'm like, I don't like this from them. And it's all around the world specifically. That song. If you listen to that song from Red Hot Chili Peppers, you'll understand why I don't like that as far as bass tone goes or bass sound goes. He's just not there. But, usually they're good. Let's see. I'm having trouble gaining speed with my fretting and plucking. September is hard to play. I'm a beginner. What do you recommend to help? I would definitely run through my scales. I would run my scales to a click And then as I get it 2 times through, stretch out, stretch out, stretch. Now, granted, this is years. This looks kind of like an alien. That's pretty wild. But I would definitely stretch out. Sheesh. And then boost the BPMs by 5 and run it through, maybe 3 times through fast. Boost it 5 more, and then run it to where it's hard for you to keep up, and then stay there. Once you fall off, stretch out again, and then go back in. Also, you can implement the 2 finger rather than just do this. So that's the thing. Let's see. Oh, soul tone. It's from my cymbals. I'm a sponsored player by Soul Tone. Figured I'd say that. Just in case y'all looking at me like, what the hell is a soul tone? Oh snap! Let me do this. I'm gonna put this in the in here because this is a new thing as of this week. Let me pull in this, and y'all can actually check this out. So I was asked to come up with merch, and now here it is. I just put it in the comments. So if y'all care to check it out, I think I'm actually going to have it in the description for those that are watching this later. But I have a Bully the Kid store. So I'm eventually going to be having designs that have, the bass player in mind first, because we don't really have anything besides maybe 1 or 2, 3 brands that actually put out stuff that has bass stuff and it's not corny. Like, bass is the bacon of music, or it's all about the bass, or I'm here to bass, I don't want treble. It's the corny Etsy stuff that I'm like, you know what? As me, I don't want to show up to a gig like that. So, I think I'm going to come out with designs that are fresh, that are like, I feel like I would like to wear. So that's going to be on hoodies, cups, whatever the heck you want to put it on, backpacks, totes. Yeah, that's coming out. So, check it out. Thank you. A lot of people have actually visited the shop and actually purchased stuff, and it does my heart good, man, because I put some time into doing these designs. I actually have a, a logo that's chilling right here. I don't know if y'all can see that. Can y'all see that? I don't know if y'all can see that. That's my little bull. That's one of the designs in the shop. Thought that was pretty fire. And that's a new little addition to the bass hang, and I think I'm going to keep it there. So it's been a good time, man. Let's see. Let's see. Hello. I'm a new subscriber. Welcome. Have you ever tried to play a 12-string bass? No, I have not. In either iteration, 6 strings with an extra string or 4 strings with 3 strings. I have not played one before, but I do have an emulator on my amp, and I have played with that. So I have not had the opportunity to play with that yet. Oh, there you go. So what I said a little bit earlier, start slow, speed comes with time. Thanks. It just gets frustrated. Yep. Sounds more bottom end. Okay. How can I unbend a bent knob? It works, but scratches the body every time I turn it. Unbend a bent knob. Oh, so the shaft itself is bent. Oh, you can take the knob itself off. I'm assuming that either it's a pull or you have to take a flathead to it, a flathead precision driver to it. Take that off. And if you can see the angle in which it's bent, you can take your little, like a mallet, and just kind of ting it really softly and try to straighten it up or bend it back. That's what I would suggest. That, or get a replacement pot of the same value and then swap it in. That's about all you can do. Or Loosen the knob itself, barely slide it up, and then tighten it back. That way, it's not scratching the body. It's still going to do the little warble thing whenever you're turning it up, but at least it won't scratch the body. That may be a little bit easier to do than what I just said. Let's see. Kaylin Gruger does a better Ampeg like tone than Ampeg. I won't say that's true, but I will say I like Galen Kruger. What do you think of the Hartkey KB12 for gigs? I don't really know what a KB12 is, but I have a 112 Hartkey that's back here, and it gigs very well, especially for smaller venues. Do you think the Music Man Stingray customer makes live better than others when playing with one rhythm and lead guitar? I sometimes play a more melodic line, stealing ideas from the second missing guitarist. Cheers. The Stingray is going to cut because where the pickup actually lies. Like it's basically a treble based layout. So it's going to cut even if you try to muddy it up. It's going to be present just based on where that pickup is on the bass period. So definitely on a record, it cuts through. Live, it just depends on where you're playing and how you're playing it. Like if I play lightly and all of my sound is basically compressed and there's no dynamics in it, I can fade to black. I can fade into the background of what's happening. But if I'm playing dynamically, no matter what I do, I'm still going to be out there as an instrument. I'm gonna have some type of twang, at least in my mind. That's what I think. So I think it does. I think it does cut through live. It just kind of depends on how you EQ yourself as well. So keep that in mind. With this, Sam, I would definitely say start flat. Start completely flat. See how that feels while you're playing. You should pop out in a pocket. You should have a pocket. If you're flat and you have a rhythm guitar and you have a lead guitar, you should have a pocket ironed out if you're flat. From there, where you start boosting and cutting things is where you get lost in translation. If you take out your mids on your amp, then all your articulation gets lost. If you take out your bass, then all of your body, all of your presence gets lost. So keep all that in mind when you're making those cuts, but start flat and then make small adjustments from there. No huge adjustments unless you're doing slap, in which case free game, but flat and then make minor adjustments. Yeah. Let's see. What about Epiphany cabs and amps? They are expensive. I have not played with them. They are boutique, so I cannot say anything positive or negative. GK Fusion 500, 800. Any thoughts or experience on those, or what is better, more watts or less? It depends on what cab you have, but if you have the money to get 800, you don't have to use all 800, but definitely having the headroom is always appreciated. Just because you got them, don't mean you got to use them. But it's better than not having them and you need them. That's what I feel like. So if I got a GK Fusion and you already paying top dollar, I'm going to pay that extra $200 to get that 800. That's just me. And I rarely go over 5 with my master volume. So, but if I take this to a big venue and I need to pump it to 8, I need to know that I got 9 and 10 in case my lead guitarist start smelling and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Got to stomp out some people. You know what I'm saying? Stomp them out. Stomp them out. Let's see. Just using the Holmes Law app. Oh man, I think I'm late. Okay. But Gary Veyron, good for mid-sized gigs, good for big-sized gigs. That amp, Veyron, MOSFET, and tube, they're both OP. They're both OP. You don't get much character out of them, but you're going to get sound and power. That's what you're going to get. So definitely have your own preamp or have a preamp pedal to run into it because it's not going to give you nothing. Run that bad boy flat. Have that master big stupid knob, crank that bad boy, crank up your gain, keep everything on that amp flat, have a preamp box or on your bass. You in that thing. I have rocked my church with that amp. It was I need to pick up another one. Yeah. Actually, keep it completely funky. Let me go ahead and just say this. I was told I cannot bring this setup back to the gig anymore. I had that Bagheera MOSFET and I had that boom bass cabinets. That's 4 ohms and it boasts 1000 RMS on the amp. I That's how I blew one of my tweeters. I was in that thing. I was in that thing killing. They told me, yo, I don't have enough speakers to keep up with you. You took over. Like you can't do that. I was like, ha. So yeah, I think I might actually pick that bad boy up again. Just if on the off chance that I actually go back out into the world and start gigging again. Just so I can take that setup and stomp everybody out. Yes. So to answer your question, yes, it's good for mid-sized gigs. Have neodymium subs infiltrated the car audio world yet? Yes, they have. It's not as big because trying to find a magnet that large to like this subwoofer cone material isn't there yet for the type of work that it's going to do as far as excursion goes. So it's there. It's premium dollar and it's punishing on all material that they have to work with at the present moment. Technology hasn't kept up with that type of magnetism pulse yet, but it's there. They've just limited the magnet size, the boot size of what you could put on a subwoofer to make it excursion and stuff. So you usually probably see it on like an 18 or a 15. I don't think you usually see it on like an 8 or a 10 because that's work. That's like the magnet's probably like this, and it has the pull of 2 ceramic magnets in one housing, and it's just like this, and it's just throwing the subwoofer way the heck out there. And I don't think those composite materials are strong enough yet to handle that. So it hasn't really infiltrated as of yet. I don't think, but it's out there. It's just not a big thing yet. Our 5 string bass is worth it. Yes, really. All around the world sounded so good to me. No, dang, I am late. I've been talking hella. Let's see. This is from 7:03. Oh my God. Let me catch up. 5 strings is sweet. As long as it's ready to add a nice flavor. Yep. Thanks. Thank you. I just did some octave lessons. Okay. Pinky wasn't wanting to cooperate. I get it. I also feel this way. This is when I dropped the spread shot. That's dope. Appreciate it, Kelsey boy. Let's see. I'm a hobbyist, man. Ain't no gigging over here. I can dig it. Yeah, the bull shows up. Grow your brand, fam. Thank you. I appreciate it. He likes it too. Let's see. Having a Finicast, I'll own it forever. You've paid for it. You should definitely keep it forever. Will there be another video with the HBPB20? That bass looks dope. Yes, I actually have another one that's probably gonna drop Thursday, where it was just me just doing whatever the heck I wanted to do at the same service. I just haven't edited. I haven't edited. I just haven't posted it yet. Okay, what do you think of Harley Benton cabinets and heads? I haven't had the chance to actually play one, but I am looking forward to it. So who knows what'll happen in the future. How do you look at getting gigs? It's all about mingling with the people that you know that are out there doing stuff. Some people already have their people in mind that they want to use whenever they're actually gigging. But like it's just kind of, as a musician, you get out there and you mingle, you see what's happening, you talk to people, and then from there you kind of build your thing. Having a having a library of what you can do available at any given time is better than not. So try to, you know, try to have that backing before you actually try to hop in the gig. 'Cause somebody's gonna want to know how good you are, whenever you actually like, yo, I'm trying to get down what I need to do. They're gonna want to know what you can do uh before they even bring you in to do something. So having that backing is paramount. With me, I got YouTube, so they can be like, at any given time, they pull up a page. I'm like, yo, I do this, and so okay, well, how can I find you? I'm like, YouTube, Bully the Kid. Who? Bully the Kid. Google me. So they Google Bully the Kid. My face pops up. They go to my YouTube, and then they see the first video is like 3 point something million views. 3 million views? Who the heck? I was like, so you want to get down or not? And then they start watching that video, and I'm slapping or whatever. I was like, okay. So, you know, yeah. Do you have any experience with a double bass, upright bass? Not professionally, but on the play tip, doing jazz stuff, yeah. I've played with it. A few of my friends actually own some of them, electric and acoustic. And me just, Aristocats, everybody spinning, everybody. Not professionally though. See, Epiphany calves plus me equals use. Hour 112. Dope, man. Thanks for the answers. No problem. What's it like to be Googleable? It's a lot like not being Googleable, except I didn't know it until somebody told me. I didn't know I was a Googleable name until somebody told me. And they told me, like somebody Googled bass face. I think, let me try. Bass face. And then the images. Yeah, here we go. So dig this. I'll actually do this all over again for you. All right. So again, this is the shop. This is my shop. Whatever. I got my stuff here. That's besides the point. All right, dig. So hopped in here, and then I Googled face. This stuff came up. That's fine. Images. Bam. Yeah. So boom, right in the center of the screen, bass face. Also, Jesus Christ. My God. Oh, sheesh. What the hell is happening here? Dog, that's the best bass face I have ever seen. He's on the E string. That's it. E string. E. E. What's she doing? Yo. I feel like mine isn't even that good in comparison to this. Her fingers, her fingers not even on the fretboard. That's oh my God. Oh, run that back. Look at this. Oh, that's a legit one right there. That's legit. This, yeah. I don't. Oh, who is this chick, yo? Oh, that's a good time. Oh my God. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's see. Back to serious. Okay. Have you tried court action bases? What's your opinion on it? I haven't tried that specific brand very much, so I can't really give you an opinion on it as of yet. But if I do, I'll make a video and let you know. Let's see. I've been playing the Sterling Sub Ray 4 since I started playing bass. Okay. Play it almost every day. Dope. For a year and a half. Okay. Like to get my hands on one of those Ray 35s in a year or two. Cool. I would suggest you just upgrade the bass you have rather than spend the money to buy a different one. Food for thought. That's just my personal opinion. Because once you start buying basses, you'll end up with this. And it's excessive. You can't, it's excessive. It's a thing. I didn't want any of this. This happened to me. I'll just upgrade what you got. And keep it. Because if you get rid of it, you're gonna wish you had it later on in life. Yeah. So yeah. I remember when I Googled bass face and saw the bassist from Hyam, I was shocked. That's that girl. That's that girl. Wait. Yeah, that's the chick. That's that girl from Hyam. I seen that word a whole bunch of times. That's funny. Oh my god, that's her, the bassist from Hyam. Well, look at Bully Bass Face. Oh my god, the guy with the red bass. I can't even. I felt like he farted and it wasn't like a clean fart. Let's get back over there, man, because this is a good time. We've reached that apex of the show here. You farted, but it was like not a clean fart. Like it was some with a little extra on the end. Like he was like. Yeah. Oh, also, I do want to know this. Can I? Am I Googleable? Are you talking about? Oh, step. Yep. Mm-hmm. Dang. You are not bully the kid. Who are you, sir? Who are you? You look like a kid, but you're not bully. Who is this? What? I know who Steven is. Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. All right, cool. That's nice. Who are you? You black, but you're not me. What's this? Hey, Papa Rose. I remember that one. It's me on the drums. Okay, okay, okay. I see what you're doing. What's going on here? Nope, can't pull that up. Whatever. All right. So yeah, let's see. Man, am I late again? Let's see. Fender Power Jazz Special, made in Japan. PJ setup. Okay. Active EMG upgrade. Will active EMG pickup upgrade make a big tone difference? Want to keep the stock electronics though? Yes. Yes, it will. Yes, it definitely will. I definitely suggest you do that. And it'll be solderless. So there's always that as well. So yeah. When that beat just goes stang. What song was he playing? I have no idea, dude. But you're having too much fun. Yes, indeed, baby. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Man, so it is 7:26. I have 5,000 steps that I have logged. I still got to get another five. So I got to go and work out. And I think I'm going to go ahead and end this. I feel like Howdy Bully, best music man replacement pickup. Aguilar 4M, AG 4M. Behind that, very closely, is an EMG. Behind that, very closely, is Seymour Duncan. It's my opinion. Let's see. What do you think is a good practice routine? I think turning on your favorite song and playing that song perfectly over and over and over again is a perfect practice routine. Once you get it down, then you can start adding in your own elements into it to get back to the original bass line. That's the best way to expand your palette because you know where everything is going to go. So then you messing around with it, did it, to whatever to get back to the normal bass line. That's the best way to, expand your palette, to get your skills up there, to know what you have, and then do your little twangy situation and get right back to the pocket. That's the meat and potatoes. So the video that I was playing in church with the Harley Benton PB20, I want y'all to go back and watch that video again and then see me try to establish a baseline. This is where I know it's going to go. Okay, cool. Let me do all this and then drop right back in on the one and get right back to the top. Like, watch it. And then that's me doing that in actual practice. And keep in mind, for that video, I did not know the song. I didn't practice with my cousins. They were just like, hey, we're going to do this song. And then my doggone cousin that was singing and screaming, he didn't tell us where the song was going. And he just assumed everybody knew it. And we just like, I had a mask on, but if you seen my face, I was sitting there like, the whole time. So let's see. Thank you. Thank you, Floyd. Appreciate it. Thanks for all the help and knowledge you shared today. Appreciate you dropping in to catch it. Good night, Bully and everybody. Peace out, Ruby. Aguilar cabinets and amp heads. Thoughts? Love the Tone Hammer. Love Aguilar as a brand. Very expensive. I don't have the bread yet. I will get a cab soon. Just don't know how soon. They are expensive. Like, I want a 112, but it's $800. I ain't got $800 to drop on a cab. But if I did, that would be my small gig. Move around. This is what I'm pulling up with. Feel every piece of this. Shut up. Yes, indeed. Peace out, me. Bully based education. I feel like that should be the thumbnail. I might make this the thumbnail. Let me just hold on. This is at 123. Let me get the picture. All right, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and snip that and make it the thumbnail for this one. Anyway, till next time, y'all be easy.